If you want to anger a man, tell him a lie. If you want to anger a woman, tell her the truth. Right? And obviously, this is somewhat subjective because it depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to a man who is, say, a male feminist, you tell him the truth, he is going to respond like a woman, and he's not going to like it, right? He's going to get very angry with you because you're telling him something that is based on facts. He doesn't want to hear facts, right? He wants to be lied to as long as it makes him feel good. You could lie to him all day, and he could know you're lying your ass off. But if it's towing his narrative, he will not be upset with you. He'll be happy, right? Whereas with somebody who is righteous, right, a man who is pious, dare I say, and he's not wicked, you tell him a lie, he'll be upset because he doesn't want to be lied to, right? He wants to hear the truth, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how hard the pill is to swallow. He wants to know the truth, right? Like many guys who are in the red pill, for example. Many guys in the red pill, the reason why you come to the red pill is because you're tired of the lies. You want to know the truth. And, you know, and most of the truth of the red pill is not very pretty, right? It doesn't taste good. It has a bitter aftertaste, as they say. However, you rather have the truth and live in reality rather than live in this fantasy world, right? This just made up fantasy world that is full of lies and just things that are not true. So essentially, though, when I tell people this, you know, it's clearly, I mean, this is a generalization, but that's why they call it a generalization, because it's generally true. Whenever you tell a man, as long as he's a righteous man, right, he's a masculine man, he's an honest man, you tell him a lie, he is going to not like it. He's going to be upset. However, if you tell him the truth, that's what he would rather hear, right? And conversely, most women, most modern women, right? I have to make sure I say that. Modern women, which usually means feminists, woke women, right? SJWs, you tell them the truth, and they will flip out on you, right? You can hit them with complete facts, and you see it for yourself. You can see these videos. They're all over YouTube. They always go viral. The reason they go viral is because most people just get a kick out of seeing them flip out and have these complete meltdowns on camera over something that is factual. Right? And these are the type of people that rather be lied to, right? Why? Because the wicked rather be lied to, right? That's what it really boils down to. That's why I said you lie to a righteous man, he'll be upset with you. You lie to a wicked man, he won't. He'll be happy with you. Right? And just the same, you tell the truth to a righteous man, he'll be happy with you, but you tell the truth to a wicked man, he'll be upset with you. Why? Different values, okay? Different values. And really, when we get down to brass tacks, all it boils down to is one person, usually the wicked man, is he's coming from the frame where he's living through his emotions, right? His feelings, okay? His emotions and his feelings, which are generally what? Feminine, okay? Whereas a masculine man is not living through his emotions and his feelings. Doesn't mean he can't feel emotion, he can't have feeling. It just means he has those things in check, right? What does it mean when he has those things in check? It means he's able to control himself emotionally, right? Mentally, spiritually, physically. He can control himself. He has that self-discipline, whereas most feminine men don't. They don't have that control because they themselves are just like a female, right? It's just like when they feel like this overwhelming amount of emotion just overtake them, they can't control that. Right? A lot of it is lack of testosterone, right? Too much soy in the diet, too much hanging around women, too much indoctrination by the feminine, no strong male role models in their lives. This is why they kind of just give up on masculinity, and they start acting more feminine. They'll never admit that, right? You tell one of these guys, like, hey man, you're a chick. What? And usually these guys too, they really lash out at you. They just start cursing, using lots of profanity. I notice that, like, these guys who are like feminine men, male feminists and manginas, white knights, Captain Save-A-Hos, these type of dudes who are usually overwhelmingly almost always on the left. Not always, but overwhelmingly, right? They are always on the left. These guys generally, because they're so emotional, they lash out with lots of cursing and lots of F-bombs, lots of profanity. And I've said in previous coaching videos that when you use profanity, you are sinking into your feminine frame, right? Why? Because whenever you use profanity, it's coming from a place of emotional reaction, right? You're reacting emotionally. So you tend to use profanity. This is why I've really gotten to the point where I almost never curse now. I never thought I'd get there, but when I was younger, I was cursing my ass off. I mean, I could not get through a single sentence without multiple F-bombs, and just, I mean, I lost my ability to just speak like a normal person, and I was constantly cursing. And I remember dating certain girls, almost all of them mentioned my profanity, and they're like, can you just stop? This is like really disgusting the way you talk and blah, blah, blah. Because I was always cursing, right? Because when I was younger, I was super emotionally reactive. I was getting in a lot of trouble back then too. I was, really coping with life, and I didn't know where I was going to go in life, and, just not being a man, and it took me a while to get to a place where, I reached my abundance as a man. I felt secure with myself as a man, and, I don't get jealous of other dudes. I don't react off other dudes. And, I feel like I really come into my own as a man. And the more I've come into that, quote unquote manhood, right? To put it simply, the less I curse. I notice, that I like to try to, especially when it comes to my coaching videos, I try to get through them with little to no cursing, right? I mean, I'm getting to the point where I'm not cursing at all, right? Very rarely do I do it. And even the times I do it, it's usually a slip, and I catch myself later, right? I don't watch my coaching videos after I shoot them. I just move on to the next one. But I catch myself as I'm filming, and I'm like, right? Because I want to be able to speak intelligently without having to, descend into using foul language. Because, like I said, usually when you do, it's coming from a place of emotion. Even when I've done it in some of my coaching videos, I'll say I don't really drop F-bombs, but any light cursing that I do, I catch myself later. I'm like, I let my emotions like seep out a little bit. So I watch myself, right? It's a hard habit to break, but I like to keep working on myself. So that's one thing that I try not to do. Regardless, not to get too far off topic, as I've said, you'll notice that if you tell a wicked man, and when I say man, that could be either gender, man or woman. I'm just using the term man like you would when you refer to a human being, right? When you're speaking to a righteous man, the last thing you want to do is tell him lies. And usually the lies are going to be based on your feelings and your emotions. And that's really going to be what is motivating you to lie to this guy, where you're even convincing yourself you're not lying to him. You're just convincing yourself that you're right because you feel this way. So you should feel this way, and you're almost just kind of holding a gun to his head mentally, right? To believe what you believe and think the way you think. And if you don't, you're going to shame him, verbally attack him, curse him out with all sorts of profanity, and maybe even get violent with him, which you often see people who are wicked do, right? People who are not righteous. Okay? And again, male or female. So when it comes to somebody who is wicked, you can't tell them the truth because they don't want to hear the truth, because they're not coming from a place of logic or reason. They're coming from a place of emotion. And whenever your emotions are involved, right, you lack the ability to use common sense, right? As they say, when emotions are running high, common sense is at an all-time low. That is so true. That is so true. Okay? If you look at any of these riots that happen, whether it's on the left or right, it's mostly on the left. Whenever you see anybody just losing it, you see their common sense is out the window. I mean, we just saw this not even that long ago with Will Smith, right? Went up on stage, whoosh, smacked Chris Rock. What's going on there? Was he using common sense? No, he wasn't, because he, if he had common sense, he would have been like, hey, I'm going to destroy my career right now. I better not do this. Hey, I might get arrested if I do this. Hey, this guy might sue me for a couple of $100 million. I better not do this. That's what common sense would tell him. No, but he wasn't using common sense. Why? Because his emotions were running at an all-time high. So when Chris Rock told that joke, right, even though he laughed at first, when Jada looked over and gave him that look, you just gonna let him get away with that? What'd he do? Got right up, marched right up there, and whoosh, walked back to his seat. Thought he was all big and bad, and he really believed he was. I believe even to this day, he still believes he was right. Why? Because he's so trapped in his emotions that he can't think reasonably anymore, right? He's not thinking logically anymore. He's thinking like a female would, right? Or he's just thinking like a wicked person would, right? And most wicked people don't use reason. They don't use logic or common sense. They use emotion. They use feeling. So whenever you see somebody out there, you ever like get into it with somebody, it might be road rage, or it might just be some dude at the club you might have accidentally bumped into, or somebody you got into a little scuff with out, wherever for whatever reason, and the guy just completely throws a temper tantrum at you, just completely starts getting angry, screaming at you, cursing you out in this, and you're thinking to yourself, whoa, why is this guy overreacting? It's because he's trapped in his emotions, right? He's trapped in his emotions. And that's exactly the type of guy, if you try to, you ever have somebody like that where you're in that situation when somebody's throwing temper tantrum at you, even when you try to be reasonable with them, try to be logical, you try to calm them down, they're not having it. They just attack you more, right? They just look at you as you're this evil enemy that they need to destroy. I mean, even if it's a family member, right? Even if it's like your own family that's gone after you like this, they're looking at you like you're this evil piece of, garbage that they just have to destroy now. Why? Because they're so trapped in their emotions. And I really believe, emotions are feminine, right? They're so trapped in those emotions that they can't see otherwise. This is why I don't even bother when it comes to people who are just running high on emotions. I don't bother to have conversations with them. I just let them be, because you can't talk to somebody like that, and I don't want to put myself in a position where I have to basically sit there and lie to them in order to appease them. I don't want to become a liar where I have to sit there and feed them buffoonery just so they feel good, just so they can calm down. I don't want to take part in that, right? Which is what a lot of the woke culture wants right now. They basically want you to simp to them, to supplicate to them, to validate them in order for them to feel good, right? I mean, there's so many of these crazy movements within woke culture right now that I refuse to take part in, right? Just because it's all wicked, it's all based on lies, it's all based on becoming a liar and feeding them lies in order to keep them off your back, in order to keep them from canceling you. And I just, as a man, I cannot, in good faith, ever take part in that. I don't want to take part in that. I don't want to become a liar, right? I want to be able to be honest with people and tell them the truth. It doesn't mean I'm purposely going out to hurt anybody, but I'm not going to sit there and bold-face lie to you or, simp to your cause, and tell you that there's, like 65 genders, or that men can have babies, or that, I'm not going to partake in any of that nonsense, right? And it's like, why do you need my validation in the first place? If you're so secure with your decision, you shouldn't need anyone's validation. I don't look to anybody else when I make decisions. When I make a decision, I trust my gut, and I could care less what anybody else has to say about it, right? Why? Because I have a healthy self-esteem, right? I don't have low self-esteem like so many of these people that run on their emotions do. But regardless, as I've said, if you tell a man, a righteous man, a lie, he will be upset. If you tell a wicked man a lie, he will be happy with you. If you tell a righteous man the truth, he'll be happy with you. But if you tell a wicked man the truth, he will be upset with you. Okay? And I know we bounced all over the map tonight, so I hope you were able to follow me in tonight's coaching video. But if you didn't, for any reason, drop those comments below. If you have anything you'd like to add, please share them in my comments below. I always love to see you guys in my comments. I always love to read them. Always love to hear what you have to say. And if I missed anything, yeah, drop those comments below. And love to see you guys there. So, till next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets signing out here from my Range Rover, right? This is one of the last series of coaching videos I'm doing here in my Range Rover. It's still hard. It's really hard to let this car go, but this is the last series of coaching videos I'm doing in here. So don't forget to smash the like button below. Smash that like button right now. Also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe to my Alpha Male Secrets channel. I've been checking my analytics, man, and too many of you guys are still not yet subscribed to the Alpha Male Secrets channel here on the YouTube. So please make sure you're subscribed as well. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, and just help a brother out and subscribe. And for you guys who love my work and all of this amazing content I'm teaching you here on the Alpha Male Secrets, the best way to support my work is becoming a premium member of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm protecting my content from YouTube in the event they try to shut me down one day. They won't be able to, because all my content will be protected. It is being protected on my private platform. So this is the absolute best way to support my work, is becoming a premium Alpha Male Secrets subscriber on my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which is being hosted on a private platform. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets content from me. So take advantage of it. Okay, all you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.